All right, Mr. Mayor, community, welcome to the first Cruising with the Mayor of 2025. As you can see, we're a little bundled up. This is the day that we got some sleet this morning.
Yes.
It's a cold one, and we're still the commitment. We're in the golf cart. We're still doing Cruising with the Mayor. How you doing today, Mr. Mayor?
It's great. It's a invigorating day to be out in this chilly weather.
It really is. But I think it's also very important that we continue the tradition, right? We got to be in the golf cart. There was conversation, should we go in the car? I say, no, we got to continue the golf cart, right? But, all right, Mr. Mayor, let's dig into the meeting last night. So, first of all, we had employee recognition. Do you want to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. We had one of our stormwater professionals, been with the town of Summerville for 15 years, dedicated employee. But some of the highlights, his name's Henry Peace. The cool thing about him is his supervisor spoke to how he mentors, he advocates, and he leads the team in the stormwater department. He shows up early, but he genuinely cares about the folks that work with him, and he's helping them become better people. He's a mentor, he's a leader, and it was great to honor him. He's also, what's unique is he's also someone who participates in our health and wellness programs and maximizes that. So it's kind of a cool thing. He maximizes what he gets out of Summerville, but he puts out a lot for us as well. And we were happy to honor his excellent service.
Yeah, his commitment to the town's amazing, and really cool dude as well. And we're just super lucky to have him and staff members just like him who work for our community every day. And the health and wellness that we do, that our HR runs, is a really cool, initiative that we do for our staff, which basically encourages staff to get out, be active, and work on our health and be cautious of it. So that's just a little shout out to our HR team there. So digging into the meeting as well, we had a presentation from the Chamber of Commerce yesterday. You want to dig into that a little bit?
Yeah, so Miss Rita Berry, CEO of the Chamber, and Chris Kaler, who is the board chair of the Chamber, came forward with a letter in support of a community-wide vision plan. This is something that's been a priority of theirs as well as ours. We're going to be working together with them, Somerville Dream, and Dorchester County to do just that. Put a community-wide vision plan together. We want each of our community members to please reach out and be a part of that community vision. We want to hear from you. We want your input gathered. It's going to be extremely important for us to know what you want your community to be in the future. So we're ready to work on that, and I'm excited they shared.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot that we push out about the vision plan all year and beyond. But Mr. Mayor, what is the overall goal of the vision plan as we enter 2025? Because it's going to be a big year of the vision plan.
It's going to be a big year getting that plan together. The real goal is to hear exactly what our community wants the greater Somerville area to look and feel like. Where are some things that we need to improve on? What are some things to meet our community's expectations? What do you want? This is something that we will use to put a strategic plan around, and all of our spending and policy decisions will have to be in line with that new vision plan. It's not going to be a short-term planning horizon. It's going to be a long-term planning horizon. Think 20 plus years, something like 2047, when we turn 200 years old as a town. What do you want Somerville to be like then? The whole hope is that our spending policies and our spending practices and our policies come in line with that vision so that our future is preserved and bright.
So talking about the community feedback, it's just so important, especially for a long-term vision plan. But why is long-term so important compared to like a short-term, say, year, 5-year, or something along those lines?
So that's a great point, Chris. If you don't have a long-term vision, you can't really put those plans together. Something like a park project or an infrastructure project, it can take years and years to develop, to get the funding for, and to get the permits in line for that. If we're not planning multi-years, it's going to be extremely challenging for us to realize some of these larger scale projects. Having the plan means we understand how to fit the pieces together, how they all coordinate, and how it benefits our citizens long term.
Absolutely, absolutely. So continuing to dig into the meeting, we don't want to be on the golf cart too long. Not gonna lie, y'all, it's cold out here.
It is 32 degrees on the dot and drizzling with a little bit of mixed snow.
As you
in.
can see, we got some drizzle out here. It's something. No, Mr. Mayor, so digging into the meeting, we had some really good conversations about some of the different rezoning and other stuff like that. Do you want to dig into some of that to kind of just make it a little more digestible for our community?
Yeah, we had some rezoning requests. We had first readings and second readings mixed in on some certain rezoning requests. Some went through with very little discussion. One I was really surprised about was an annexation and rezoning request that came through off of Central Avenue that, in my time on council, this is the first time that we did not at least pass first reading on an annexation request. It's a donut hole, so I was a little surprised by that, but the will of council members was to go ahead and deny it early, and that's what they did. So we did deny that. We had other discussions related to bed and breakfast policies in our Unified Development Ordinance, the UDO. And we all council asked staff to come up with some potential changes and to review that. Council member Johnson Wilson proposed several changes. There was some discussion related to those items, but the staff was asked to go ahead and prepare some version to go forward to the Planning Commission, which it'll have to follow the process. Any ordinance change like this has to go before the Planning Commission, and then it'll come back before council for 2 readings. And this is to kind of help the bed and breakfast industry within our town be more successful. I think it was a good discussion, and I look forward to more of it. If you have input or feedback on that discussion, we'd love to hear from you, because this will be going on. It'll go to the Planning Commission, and then it'll go to council 2 more times if there are any proposed changes.
So, Mr. Mayor, anything else for the sake of cruising with the mayor for this cold January edition?
I would just say I hope everybody stays warm. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We have a lot of great things going on in 2025, and I want you guys to be a part of it. Stay plugged in, come to our meetings, and reach out to us if we can help you.
All right. Well, you all have a great day, and thank you for joining us for another Cruising with the Mayor.